Sorry, y'all. Facebook and YouTube was taking a minute. Yay, we have 89 views. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Hello, everyone. My name is Katan. I'm the founder of BossBabeBlog.com. And today we are talking about why your audience may not understand what you actually do. So entrepreneurs who are trying to increase sales, you're trying to increase your clientele. Let's talk about it. Hold on. What is this? Okay. So let's talk about this. All right. So your audience may not understand what you actually do. Clear messaging. Do you have clear messaging explaining what it is that you do? Are you able to clearly and quickly tell a customer what you do, what you provide, who you are, things like that? Can you do that in less than like 2 minutes? Because you have to remember that our attention spans, or our attention, as far as like us being able to hold attention to certain things, is decreasing over the years. And this isn't anything new. This has been going on for a long time. And I can tell you, when I first started out in retail, they used to say the first 15 seconds is how long you have to make a first impression. And in the process of saying 15 seconds, then it went down to 13 seconds. Then it went down to 10 seconds. Now they're saying if you want to get a message across, you need to get it across in the next 7 seconds. So people's attention spans, it's not the same. And I'm only saying that to say that you have to be clear about what it is that you provide. So you have to practice saying out loud what you provide, who you're servicing, how you assist them. If someone asks me like, okay, can you tell me a little bit more about what you do? Yes, my website is bossbabeblog.com. And I help small businesses be seen by entrepreneurs and other shoppers that want to shop, invest, support, and connect with them. I also help shoppers with finding verified and credible small businesses to shop with on our website. So if you're a shopper and you're looking for a credible business that is verified by Boss Babe Blog, you can head over to bossbabeblog.com and you can shop through the website. If you're an entrepreneur and you're wanting to advertise, market, and elevate your business, then you can head on over to bossbabeblog.com and you can become a directory member. So you should be able to share what it is that you do with people if they just wanted to ask you out of the blue. So do you have clear messaging? Are you able to clearly and crisply get across what you do? Then ask yourself, are you able to clearly and crisply get across how you do it? So how I ensure that shoppers have a wonderful experience is I check the quality of the entrepreneurs that we are bringing to the directory before we accept them as a member. And of course, every year we consistently update whether or not people are still a part of the directory or if they're no longer a member of the directory. And we let our clients know that as well. On the other side of it, for entrepreneurs, how I help them with being seen by shoppers, entrepreneurs, investors, collaborators, partners, all those things, is I place them on multiple platforms, such as my podcast, my blog, my live YouTube channel, my shopping live, and the Boss Babe blog show. So these are just a few of the platforms that I utilize, as well as providing them with branding and marketing insight. So you got to be able to tell people what you do and how you do it. And for me, my business is just a little bit different. So you're not going to use the exact same model, because for me, I have two different audiences in my business. I'm not just targeting entrepreneurs. I'm also targeting shoppers who are looking to shop with entrepreneurs, local, nationwide, and some international. So I have to focus on how to speak to the shoppers, and I also have to focus on how to speak to the entrepreneurs. For you, you have to determine who your target audience is, and then you have to learn how to speak to them. All right, moving on. So the next thing is explaining your offer. So you have to be really clear and direct about what your offer is that you're providing to somebody, or your call to action, your CTA. You hear this a lot and everybody's always saying the word, but what it really means is the instructions that you are giving someone. So be clear on your CTA. If you want people to visit your website, then be clear. After you're giving them the information, say, please visit my website here. If you're wanting people to subscribe to your YouTube channel, be clear. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay consistent in whatever it is that you're asking of them. But these are things that you really have to focus on doing if you're wanting to see that growth. The next thing is why being too creative, quote unquote creative, can hurt sales. Okay. In retail, we would always talk about don't reinvent the wheel as sellers. Like in high sales environments, that's what we would often say. Don't reinvent the wheel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So you have to find the balance of being a creative while also ensuring that you're not trying to reinvent a wheel that's already been created for you. Perfect example. I had a client that I was doing some design work for, and this client is very creative, but they are not a designer by any means, nor do they have any design experience, and their industry has nothing to do with graphic design or flyers or branding. So they had an idea that they wanted to do. Oh, yay, we just hit 96 viewers. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. So we had an event that we wanted to do, and or they wanted to do something. They had an idea, but the idea, it was creative, but it didn't make sense for their designs. And they really wanted to do that. But what they were trying to do was get creative with how they were going to reinvent this process of the designing process, and, you know, the things that I was completing for them. And it didn't make sense to do that because we already have proven results that these things work. And they were really focused on gaining sales. They weren't focused on like, oh, I want to try out things. I want to make money. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, find the stats, find whatever principles that you need to be applying, and start doing that. In everything that you do in life, just about everything, there's going to already be principles for you to apply or not apply. So you make the choice, but you just have to know that these principles are here for a reason. It's not to you know, shorten your creativity. It's to give you a guide to what has been proven to work. Sometimes you have to sit back on the creative side and you have to focus on the logical side and decide on which one is more important. What looks good to you, what feels good to you, or what has been proven to look good and feel good to the people that you are trying to reach and be attracted by, or that you're trying to attract. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So now that we've had that conversation, the next conversation that we are moving into is, you don't need more followers. You need more relationships. So we're about to talk about that. And again, guys, make sure you follow me on TikTok. Visit my website, bossbabeblog.com. Text us at 833-705-4352 if you're thinking that you would like to become a member of our directory, or if you just want to shop with some small businesses. All right. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Thank you guys for joining. Happy Friday. All right. So we're going to end this on Facebook and YouTube, and then we're going to come back. And if you're watching on TikTok, then you can come join me on TikTok. And if you want to ask questions on TikTok, you definitely can.